What's up everybody, welcome to the video. This one is an OSSC from Bitfunx, or Bitfunx, whichever you want to say. We'll go with Bitfunx. So this is the open source scan converter. So we're going to unbox it, plug it in, give it a quick test, see what it's like. So let's jump over the table, get it unboxed. So here we go, the Bitfunx X, or Bitfunx open source scan converter. Comes with a remote. So on here it just says open source scan converter. On the side it's got a multi-region plug also included. On the back just some information about it. On the side the same. So let's look at the back of the box. It says it's finally here, the ultimate lag-free retro gaming line doubler and processor hit the market. So if you don't know what it is, this processes line doubles retro games with no input lag. Unlike other scalers such as the XRGB Mini, this OSSC works on individual scan lines rather than frame at a time. So there's no input lag, well, a couple of nanoseconds, but that's it. So basically this is going to render your graphics from your retro consoles and output it to HDMI in your TV, and it's going to look beautiful apparently. So convert your SCART and component to DVI/HDMI. So you can feed in your 480p component video signal from a Wii, get a perfectly processed HDMI on DVI image, and it also works with other consoles. And you can do your VGA, so Dreamcast as well, directly to that and convert it. So the inputs, it's got one SCART, one component, a VGA, and two 3.5mm audio analog inputs. So composite and S-video are not supported, so you require an additional transcoder or adapter, and this is my workaround for that. If you want to use the S-video, then you use this retro scaler and then plug it from here into your TV. And again, with the output, it's one HDMI or DVD-D, DVI-D even, and you can do that. And these are your supported resolutions. So we'll get into the box. So we'll just open that bit there, open it up, and we have this little invitation to go on the Bitfunx socials. We also have a multi-language user guide, which is a bit of a thick one, but yeah, that'll have everything in to sort of that you need, so you can run through it, get it all installed and working correctly. You also get this piece of paper, which is the instructions for the remote, so you can adjust the scanline types and everything else it does with it. So each button on the remote has a different function. So here we are. We have our little setup guide here, just like so. We have the remote here. And this is going to take two AAA batteries. We have the other plugs. So the main plug adapter and the different plug fittings for your different regions, and the device itself. So there we go, this is the device. So you have the screen here with a little cover. And at the side you have the plug adapter, you have the AV3 which is for VGA, and you have your cables here, AV2, AV which is your SCART, you have your HDMI out, your audio out as well. And yeah, you have your off and on button. Feels quite nice and sturdy and thick, so there's the bottom and that's it. So we'll head over to the TV and we'll plug it in and test it out. It's not the tidiest over there at the moment because I'm still in the middle of sorting it all out. I was waiting for this to arrive and the retro scaler so I can get it all wired up and have it there just ready to play. So we'll head over and we'll have a look. So this is just a quick check of this is the PS2 through the cables into the OSSC. So obviously this is on the screen. It doesn't have the audio because I haven't connected up the audio cable at the moment. But this is it just here. So as you can see, this is set up as a line 2 because it's a 480i or 57C, 576 This is a 625. And then as a quick comparison, this is the retro scale 2X. So yeah, this is the retro scale 2X. And again, no audio because I haven't set up the audio cable in it. So yeah, that's it there. It has loads of different options. So you can have your audio options, you got your different settings. So you can have like your auto detect input, which I've turned on. So it's much easier when you turn it on, you have a device on, it'll just, you press the left and right, it'll search through, find the one that's active and play that. So yeah, these are all the different options you've got. So you can just basically go through them. Yeah, like I said, it's got all the different outputs, so you can have everything plugged in and then just sort of scroll through and play your favorite device. Now, I did find an issue with one of the cables, which you can actually see when I skip to the next one. It's very similar. So when I plugged it in, the screen was all green like this. So I tried a different set of cables and these seem to be working now. So that's a bonus, but it has to be on the component version. The RGB comes up like that, and then if you've got the cables in the other way with the RGB, it comes up green, but then the component one is in black and white. So I still need to figure that out. I don't know if it's something to do with cables or something to do with settings, but that's what I found on the initial one. So this is what I mean. On the PS1 with the cables that I've got, the screen's coming up all black and white with green lines, and then when I skip to the next one for the RGB, which should be in colour, the screen is just completely green. So I don't know what the crack is with that. And then again, like when you sync through, comes up and picks it up again, but then it's just black and white. And then you go to the next one and then that comes up in green. So that's with the three coloured cables like this. But then the thing is with the PS1, you can't actually output these colour cables from the PS1, so I can only do that with the PS2. So see when I switch that over, plug it into the PS2, that'll come up just like that. So I think for plans going forward anyway, I was going to attach them all with SCARTs and have a SCART adapter so I can select which SCART input I want, so I don't have to keep plugging them in and out, and do it that way. The N64 will have to go into the retro scaler because unfortunately it doesn't output RGB into here, so I can't do that. But then the PS1, PS2, Dreamcast, all of those I'll be able to connect to this OSSC and use that for the upscaling. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're having the same issue as I had with the green screen on the OSSC when I'm playing stuff. Like I said, it might be the cables. I'm just waiting for new SCART leads to come so I can plug them in here and try it with that. Hopefully that'll solve the issue. But yeah, these consoles I haven't used for years and years and years, hence only having these cables. So I'm just trying to upgrade and get the best quality I can to use on this TV. If you want any other videos on this OSSC, let me know as well, and I'll do some videos on that. But until next time, see ya.